Hey friends, it's me, Dave Cummings. I want to welcome you to this study on the book Everybody's Got Bears. Really glad you guys are going through the book right now. I think you're going to find no matter where you're at, there's really something for everybody in there. So I hope you get something good out of it. And I'd like to hear if you do get something good out of it. I want to give a good shout out to Alan and Becky Carlisle for hosting this and kind of putting all this together with you guys. I really appreciate it. They've probably already explained to you, but I want to make sure you understand that the book is already published and out. You all have copies of that. But I'm trying to create some other resources for people, in particular a video-based Bible study. So what you guys are going to be going through is the first draft of the discussion guide. And I'd love all your feedback on that, whether it's little things like typos or didn't like the way you worded this question, or we didn't understand that question, or we would have liked a question about such and such, so that I can craft it a little bit better for a broader audience. And also, these short videos will eventually be professionalized with good videography and sound and lighting and the whole 9 yards, and I won't have a cold while I'm recording them. But for now, understand that these are really first drafts, and so it's not going to be polished. It's going to be really rough. And again, I'd really like to hear your feedback on anything in the videos at the beginning of each session. In particular, if something in the video really worked, or if there was something in the video that just didn't make sense, or I didn't explain it well, or maybe it didn't really help you to kind of get ready for the discussion questions, because that's the goal of the videos ultimately. So this is the first one. Here we go. I've written out a lot of what I want to say, so it feels like I'm reading it. It's because I am, but I'm also going to wing it a little here and there because I want to be able to tweak some of the paragraphs. I want to do a little wordsmithing along the way, and I want to hear back from you guys. So thanks for joining me, and I look forward to hearing from all of you guys. So I want to tell you about a new video series Bible study that we've created focused on a topic that most of us can relate to, our mental and emotional health. While this might not be the most popular topic to discuss in a Bible study or in a small group, it represents a significant obstacle for many of us to experiencing a life of joy and peace. A few years ago, many of you know my physical health just crashed. It was like I had just hit a wall and my body wasn't going to take another step. I visited countless specialists over the course of 2 months, and every one of them declared me to be healthy, but I knew I wasn't healthy. I couldn't eat much, and what I did eat, I had a hard time keeping down. I was weak. My body ached all over, sort of like the flu. Sometimes I had vertigo, couldn't sit up in bed, much less get out of bed. It wasn't until one of the doctors suggested that I get evaluated in the psychiatry department. And then I finally found some answers. Turned out I was suffering from an anxiety disorder and depression, largely due to chronic stress. It took me a while to believe that my brain could manufacture such severe illness in my body. Maybe you've experienced that. But I've since learned that that's exactly what our minds can do. You have to understand my symptoms were no less real just because they weren't organic or medical in nature. But the solutions weren't going to come from antibiotics or surgery. The solutions, it turned out, are now coming in the form of a lifetime of working on my thinking, my feeling, and my behavior. Now, I'm not a medical doctor or a therapist. I'm just a regular guy like you. But ever since I began my recovery a few years back, I've felt compelled to help others who are struggling with similar mental health disorders. And the more openly I share my own experience, the more I come to realize how widespread and nearly universal these feelings are in both men and women. So I've put together this probably 8-session Bible study with the goal of helping people like you find hope and healing from chronic stress, anxiety, and depression. And don't worry if you aren't experiencing any of these extreme struggles. There's something in this series for everyone. The study is designed for use by individuals or small groups, preferably small groups, over a time period of several weeks. I wouldn't suggest going through more than one session per week, since the topics can be pretty heavy and may require some time for you to unpack how you feel about them, especially if you're not already in tune with your feelings, before you move on to the next topic. So let's spread this out a bit. Listen, if you ever want to contact me, I can be reached through my website, which is davidedwardcummings.com. You can send me an email, david@davidedwardcummings.com. And in your book that you bought, there's a contact page, and I'd love to hear from you. I also hope you'll subscribe to my weekly newsletter. It's sort of a mini blog that I send out, very short, pops up in your email inbox. You can usually read them within about 30 seconds. The hope is to encourage you throughout this journey of if you will, recovery, of getting stronger, getting better, getting mentally and emotionally healthier. You can subscribe for those weekly mini blogs on the website, or if you just shoot me an email, happy to add you to the list directly. Listen, Jesus said that he came that we would have life and have it to the full. You see, you and I were made for more than just kind of getting by. We were made to experience an abundant life, one rich with joy, peace, healthy relationships, a life defined by who we are in Christ. Sometimes the struggles of each day can make it feel as if those promises are for someone else, just not us. There are no quick fixes when it comes to our mental and emotional health, but there's no better place to start this journey than the Bible. I hope you'll join me as we discover that while we all have bears to face, no one has to live life with bears on the loose. Enjoy your discussion tonight, guys, and I look forward to hearing all about it.